What's up,
Yo, hump
Houligans?
day in Maui, Danny.
Hump day. I like your background. You got this all looking good. I just got this ugly air conditioner up here.
Well, I'm out on the lanai. I'm wearing black today because, man, it is kind of got a little Kona low coming in. It's a little unsettled out there. Surf was still fun. Winds are a little interesting, but man, it's supposed to go Konas and get giant.
Someone said it's been raining like crazy on Maui, but I haven't heard you say that.
I mean, so
They're the
it's
south
been
side.
wet. Yeah, it's been wet over here, but I think South Side has been getting hit. I saw something coming over last evening where I was like, "Oh, is it getting hammered over there? Are they getting like a Kona low action?" I saw Genesis when he first got back from his trip. He was showing Makawao like you couldn't even see it was so dark. You know
Crazy.
what? So here's a funny thing that people don't realize. So when we get the Kona winds.
Yeah.
What's weird is like it'll be completely like just dark Hades down in South Shore, Lahaina. But as you swing around the corner from Kapalua, it's glorious because that's just the way the winds blow the clouds and everything.
In the
So,
mountains. There you
we
go.
have
There's
every microclimate,
your
man.
key encouragement when you're on Maui. Just drive a little further.
That's it.
And it's probably okay. I remember so many times going up to Haleakala previously, and you're just driving. You're like, "This is gonna suck, isn't it?" And then like 10 more minutes, you drive a little bit further, and then it's just glorious, and you're like, "Yes, this
Well,
was worth it."
the
Everyone else
wife every
turned
time.
around.
She like wakes up in the morning. She's like, "Oh my God, it looks ugly. I'm gonna stay in bed." I'm like, "Babe, we live in Napili. I mean, drive down to Kaanapali. It's probably sunny as ever." Sure enough, Kaanapali is literally like Puuko'oli'i. That road is literally sometimes like the rain blocker right there,
Yeah,
and it's just because that's when the hills slope off. We don't get the
crazy.
mountain blockage, so we get all the trade winds. I want to remember Nicole, our 200th subscriber.
Nicole shouts
Nicole,
out
yes.
200, number
You're not
200.
forgotten. So,
Yes.
couple of options for you. Number one, we could send you some Maui chocolates from
Ooh,
Ku'ai Chocolatier. We'll send you a nice little,
cool. Yeah.
sample basket. Ku'ia. So that's right there in Lahaina. Killer little place for doing events, by the way. And then the food truck downstairs, Smash Sushi. All right, if you got 200 bucks, it'll make you the meanest platter you've ever had in your life, man.
Second
So.
option,
Boom!
pineapples.
And you know what? The Maui Golds are the jam. I am leaving pineapples to all my friends whenever I go visit them. They're starting to call me Johnny Pineapple Seed, bro.
Johnny Pineapple Seed. All right, that's sticking. St. Johnny had started. Now you are officially Johnny Pineapple Seed.
I don't know if any of the young kids are even listening. Do they even know who Johnny Appleseed was, right? I mean,
I don't know, but
yeah,
pineapples are the new jam. So
there you go. Johnny Pineapple Seed it is,
Johnny Pineapple
Danny.
Seed. Congratulations on 200. Guys,
Yes, mahalos.
we're grateful for you guys tuning in. Monday's show went crazy, Johnny. The most
I don't know
views we've
why.
ever had on one of these. We kind of just started off as kicking tires, and we're just gonna like bring people behind the scenes on what you and I
Right.
talk. Like this is just how we talk day to day in our business, and
Just real estate snobs,
working in different
nerds.
locations. Yeah, we just talk
Yep.
back and forth. So hey, bring some people into it. Show them what we talk about. Give them the insights that we're thinking about, talking about, seeing in the market, and record this thing. And it's slowly been growing. Monday went absolutely nuts. I don't know if it's the
And we talked
time.
about taxes,
We talked
dude.
about taxes. I thought that's the thing everyone runs away from. It's like the
Yep,
dentist. Nobody wants to go. Nobody
that's
wants to
it.
talk about it. But apparently they're curious on taxes.
They are. So maybe a potential follow-up show on 1031 exchanges for those people that maybe are not committing fully to come over here. We'll definitely be doing some of that. But with that being said, Danny, maybe there's stuff that people really want to hear about that we're not really showing them. So just want to remind everybody, I mean, we'll take requests.
Yeah, this consider us your favorite DJs. Like, what's
Yes,
your song request? We'll
right.
put it together, and we're gonna start doing a Q and A. We mentioned on Monday's episode Q&A. If you have a specific question about a specific neighborhood, a complex, something in the process, something moving pets. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you have to be aware of coming to
I've
Maui.
got a good one, Danny, that we'll explore that's always kind of funky, and it's always kind of funky for me, and I push it on the title company, but they have to choose a way if they're a couple to take title, right?
Yeah,
Community property with rights of survivorship. So maybe we'll do a jam on that, and that could be a nice segue and a helpful thing
there's
for
some
people.
interesting ones. There's some boring topics. We can
There
explore it
is.
all. But
Guys, we're going to take it through the
that being said,
contract.
Johnny, a little kind of local vibes. Are you working today?
That's so interesting, dude. So I was sitting in the water today. My buddy paddles out. He's a security guard, so he works all night. So he's off his shift. That's when he comes surf, get tired, go to sleep.
Yeah.
And he asked me that. He's like, "Are you working today?" And in my head, I'm like, I literally am always working. Like I just take the Sabbath off. That's it. One day. And then I'm always working. And what people don't seem to, and I hear it the same thing, Alona, whenever I'm at the Peely Market. She's like, "Are
Yeah.
you working today?"
Which is kind of
I'm
cool.
like,
It's such a small town,
it
small
is,
talk
right?
vibe. Like it's kind of like what are you up to today? But it's like, are you working today? I mean,
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
very like
Well, it is
welcoming.
Maui too, because
Yeah.
like we don't work typical hours here,
It's
right? When you
true.
work hospitality, bro, when I was working as a waiter, like my Christmas was December 23rd because I had to
Yeah.
work Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day, right?
Yeah.
So that's where you work in weird hours too, getting
Oh,
off your
there's
shift.
nothing typical in Maui. People work in the
There
hotels,
isn't.
restaurants,
My
all kinds of
security guard
things.
buddy, like he
Yeah.
could have been slamming beers in the parking lot. People go, "What are you doing?" And he'd be like, "I just got off of work, man. Leave me alone, right? 6 o'clock in the morning." But he's like, "John, I
It's
quit
my
drinking, so I'm
schedule.
surfing."
Yeah.
So I'm always working, guys, except for one day a week. But here's the truth. Like,
You're
this
not
is my
working one
main
job. You got two.
this is my main job. Like I'm doing this job right now that I really used to hate, that I really, really like. What I'm looking for right now is the job. I'm
Hmm.
looking for my job every day. And
Yeah.
then when I find that, now I have this opportunity to maybe go out and make some money off the next job, which is actually being the realtor. That's what this lifestyle
Hmm.
is like. And it really is true what our president of Real said, Sharon, when he said, it's such an interesting business where no matter how good you're doing the last month, you always still feel like you suck.
Hmm.
And it's the truth. You're just in this perpetual stage of I suck. I had a great month last month. I swear to God, my wife's looking at me going, "What are you going to do this month? Come on, bro. We need that cheddar, man. We got kids in
Move,
college,
move,
son. What,
move.
you want a little happy December? Good job. No, this is January and it's January 14. What are you going to do?"
So
That's
two
what's
jobs.
up.
One is find the job,
Find the job and
find the
then
job,
perform the job.
and then perform the job. So find the job is connecting with people, figuring out who has these dreams and aspirations of retiring with Maui and
Yeah.
plugging into the community and the lifestyle and wanting more of that for themselves. That is job
Well,
number one.
I didn't like the way that I was told to do job number one in the past. In fact, I hated it because what they would tell me to do is, "John, you need to separate 4 hours of your day early in the morning and you need to lead generate, which means you're going to cold call people and we're going to give you these scripts and you're going to manipulate them into doing business with you. And you're going to do that every single day. And we're going to track your numbers and we're going to do this and it's going to spit out X amount of business." I'm like, I
Woo!
hate when people call me out of the blue. Why would I want to do that to somebody else, man?
And even further, what do they tell you? Don't work with buyers.
Right, because
Nobody wants
buyers
that,
are
right?
liars, man.
What do they say?
That
Buyers
is
are
the
liars. Buyers
that
never
is
do
now that is
anything.
strictly to me a mainland thing, bro. Like I
Hmm.
used to remember everybody flexing, "Oh, I don't work with buyers at all. I'm a listing agent. I have to list to last."
Yeah.
Show them the numbers, Danny. Let's go through the numbers of what it looks like in terms of production and real estate on Maui. And guys, when I show you these numbers here of actual deals being done on Maui, I want you to reflect that there are 4,000 licensed agents on Maui right now.
Yeah.
So
Here we
we
go.
don't necessarily have to look at December's numbers, but
Go
here we
down to the
go.
bottom.
So all of last year, Maui sold 708 homes and we sold 699 condos.
Do some
So
quick
we
math
do
for me, Johnny. How much is that?
that's like 1,407.
Okay. 1,400. And we have 4,000 realtors?
That's right.
Wow.
So quite frankly, guys, many of the realtors on Maui may be taking your order this evening. They just got to live, man.
Yeah. Or they're greeting you at
So
the airport.
I like working with buyers. I love the aspirational bit of it. It is true. Some of them can take up a lot of your time, but if they're doing that, a lot of times they're not actually serious. They just are in love with the idea of potentially buying, right? So I find that interesting. It is not something that you can do on Maui. We definitely have some people that list a lot of property here, but they're still working with buyers as well. So.
So
I li-
interesting. I mean,
I
just kind
love
of
it.
quick look at the
Yeah.
numbers. So
Let's
1400, very balanced, about 700 each side, kind of cool. The year before it was, a slight difference. There was 750 homes, 850 condos. But here's what we've been talking about, Johnny, in the show the last couple of months is condo prices have gone down a lot. Look
They
at
have, dude.
average median sale 900,000 last year in 2024, median in 2025 692, almost 200 over 200,000. So down
Well,
23%. But
let's talk about price ranges, Danny. Why do they call Maui the bougie island?
it's got a little bit of everything.
Well, but look at it.
Yeah.
Look at our median. We lead the state in median price.
2024.
Literally.
Kauai last year.
Yep. Well, I'm talking about sales price of homes. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
But
sales
yeah.
price of homes. There you go.
Well, that Kauai beat us last year because, all this Bill 9 stuff just completely took the air out of our condo market. And yet, still 700 of them
Single
squeak
family
through.
hasn't really changed at all. 1.3 last year, 1.295,
Just
1.3 in
churns.
2024, 1.295. Slight change.
Yep.
Slight change. But condos definitely gone down. That's a lot to do with the Bill 9. So there you
And
go.
yet, every single day I see somebody pricing higher than it's ever been in literally history, just
Yes.
like nothing else has happened, man. Because
We seen a crazy price on an Appealy condo that doesn't even make sense.
999 is the newest listing of Napili
And
Villas for a
everything's
three bedroom,
selling
two
around
bath.
700,000.
But it's beautiful inside, Danny. It's
It's
gorgeous.
such a nice remodel, Johnny. Is it gold-plated floors? Not quite.
Seriously.
Not quite. Not quite.
Does it come with a garage and a car?
Do I have a personal chef and driver all the time?
But
Yes. So that said, there's a lot of work in the first job to get to the second job, and we're embracing that with this show. Shout out to all of you that are listening, subscribing, interacting, commenting.
so
We
grateful.
we hope you find it helpful, and as always, it is your show. We want this to be informative. We want this to be along the way. If you guys have comments for us along the way, something you like, something you want to see, something you don't like, yeah, just throw it in the comments. Reach out to us directly. We would love to kind of honor that and grow together. We are not uh, super experts in this space. We are not Mr. Beast.
No. That guy just got his own Netflix show.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So with that, let's hula quick, Johnny, and let's
Let's
get them on
go.
their way.
Let's do this,
I don't think
Danny.
they have 45 minutes to listen to us banter every day. So here we go. We're in haiku, 200 days on the
Right.
market. We are
Let me
coming
explain.
down.
Let me explain why you're looking at 2.7 million for a 1,484 square foot ranch house. It's on 6 acres and there's another house on it. I still feel like they're aspirational, but it is 6 acres. So potential for some more development on there, maybe another ADU perhaps. I'd have to take a look at the zoning, but that's the thing with Maui too. So that's my ADU right there.
There's your
Um,
cottage built
that's it.
up. 7 different types of flooring in it. Classic Maui
Yep.
property.
Show them what we call the TMK up there, Danny. So here in Hawaii, we have a tax map key
Do, do,
number.
do, 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 do.
That's the number of this lot. And you see the last four zeros there? If you add an accessory dwelling, you have to add a number on there. So, well, it doesn't have, I'm sorry, if you CPR the property, condominium property regime, then they would add a one to that for the
Yes.
ADU. So
Which
that's a
is if you wanted to
strategy.
sell it off, keep
We
part of
talk
it for
about this.
yourself. You wanted to
You
sell
could
off. Yeah.
You could sell off the Ohana. You got the 6 acres. Maybe you give the Ohana 2 acres. You sell that off for, I don't know, Danny, what's a two-bedroom one on 2 acres get? Million, two, three? I mean, some of them get
Yeah.
crazy money
Depends on how
biayi
good the land
hui.
is. Yeah, it could be up to 1.5 maybe.
So that's how you could potentially mess around with this, get some money back. Maybe that's how you leave it to your kids, is you split it off and you say, young one, you get the ADU, older guy, you get this.
But
All kinds of
3.6
funky
nobody's seen.
stuff.
Now we're down to
No.
2.75. So almost
Yeah.
800,000, over 800,000.
Yeah. 6 acres isn't worth that much over here. Shoot, Nahiku's got like 120 for 9.99. Haleakala Gardens, Danny. So yeah, still affordable. Um, I've mentioned on other shows, the exterior of this complex definitely needs some
It's not our
love.
favorite complex.
It just isn't. This is a street literally outside that just gets hammered when you have these Kona lows, and we literally can show you videos from
Flooding,
last year where like cars couldn't move because they're stuck. So, but
really
I
hot.
mean,
It's really
j
hot on the hot days too.
just in this particular area, and that's Maui in spades,
Yep.
microclimates all over the place.
Yes. So we do have preferential condos that we like a little bit more than others. So that's again why
We're opinionated, and this
we
is an
put
opinion
we put
show.
this together. If you ask our opinion, we will give you our opinion.
Yep.
Malaya.
So,
Yeah.
Danny's old neck of the woods. This is right in the Central Valley, just as you start to go up those scary cliffs that take you to the west
I
side.
mean, these views, Johnny. This is
Bro,
Malaya, what it's all about. I mean, six
stunning.
eighty a month in your fees. You got a swimming pool. You are absolutely oceanfront. Get to see whales in the winter. 685 wasn't doing it. These are on Exhibit 2. So potential for rentability to continue on into the future. 575's looking okay-ish, but
680
still
for
not.
fees, not horrible, Yeah.
It's a partially remodel, got super oval floors, kind of the classic, what, 2005 to 8
And
cherry cabinet
Ma'alaya
vibes.
is very important to the surf community. There is an incredible wave called freight trains that, no lie, literally only breaks every 5 to 10 years. I'm not even kidding. It
Very
takes that long.
infrequently.
But when
And
it
then it goes
does,
crazy.
my goodness, it goes. Yep, Ma'alaya.
My favorite part of the island, if you want my
Yep,
opinion.
there we go.
Town
So we got
center.
this guy here, great views, but you are set back quite a bit. You're in an interesting area of retail where you can find a mortgage lender and a ton of cool realtors close by. That is the Wailea Town Center. It's an alternative to a standalone home, but man, at this price range, am I buying at Kaimalu, Danny? I'm sniffing.
You could go Kaimalu. I mean, you're not too far off the Wailea Monday show. We had a bunch of Wailea homes, single family, for
There
about
you
two
go.
five. So you think about what you want. I mean, there's not really any other amenities at this property, town center. There's a tiny little pool. It's kind of eh. So I
No
mean, it
garages, right? Or did you get a
you
garage?
get a garage.
Okay, so garage there.
So
Three
you get a
grand for
garage. That's the
fees, though,
advantage.
man.
Massive
Three
fees.
G's. What
Um,
for? Why?
yeah, I don't know. I don't
Built
know.
in '07, so I mean,
Parking lot
it's
sweeping, maybe.
yeah.
So very very executive feel. I mean, this picture kind of encapsulates. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but
Yep,
shows you what it's all about.
facts.
Back to the Kehalani Gardens.
Kealani Gardens. So we love Kealani. Just to be clear, this is the original section of Kealani, right when they began. This is on the not on the mountainside, so it sits down below. Just so everybody's aware, when you do an aerial shot of this, that is the prison that is across the street. So it just is what it is. Nothing to worry about too much. We've had friends and clients that live in there. They hold their values for what they are. I mean, they really
Pretty
do,
steady,
right?
yeah,
They
right around
really
seven
are.
hundred thousand for a three bedroom. That's kind
That's
of
it.
the
Yep.
going rate right now.
No real amenities or anything, but just, good local living, super convenient. Everything that's convenient to Maui is in central Maui.
There it is.
Yep. Opukea, Danny.
There we go.
So,
Flip flop to the other side. Add
yep.
120,000. You get three bedroom for 825.
Yep. So right out the gates there, they were trying to sell the two bedrooms right out the gates at this price there. Then they dropped to the sevens, maybe the high sixes. Opukea sits next to Ho'onanea. They were built by D.R. Horton, the same builder. What's odd is Ho'onanea gets the garage, but I always think Opukea is the more luxurious of the two in terms of how they built it and the finishes, etc. There is a pool at Opukea. Um, thing you have to ask yourself is, if you're not a true Lahaina person, am I cool living in a burn zone for a little bit?
Mhm.
Because that's what people are wrestling with, right? I like this price here when I see so many trying to sell Ho'olanea in still the million or the 900 range.
Yeah.
But everything's a suggestion now. I guarantee you there's room in this price here too.
Feels very mainlandish, right?
Yeah,
The
it does.
design, the layout, carpet
Yeah.
vibes.
When I was in
So
new home sales in Arizona, D.R. Horton was our nemesis. We were always fighting back and forth as to who was the biggest national builder.
fairly
Horton
large
Homes.
lanai, looking over the
Oh, yeah.
parking lot.
Yep. They
Okay.
did lose one building and it is rapidly being rebuilt. So,
Look at this
Kahului
Maui
in the
Lani for
legends.
sub a million, Johnny.
Bro, shocking. That is how you move product right there.
This will gain attention real quickly.
It will.
3-2,
Yep.
1,300 square feet. These have been selling for about 1-1.
Yep. Small lot, but hey, man, less grass to mow.
This is
Looks
Maui
like they did
Lani,
something in 2024.
probably the
So,
floors.
this is somebody that wants to move their home, guys.
Classic
They
little Maui
said,
home.
we'll go with the perceived market value listing strategy, please.
There it
Maybe
is.
even a little below. Kihei
Wow.
Beach, one bedroom, one bath for 1,115,000. Explain to me why I'm paying this, Danny.
You're right across from fresh malasadas every morning, Johnny.
Oh, sign me up. Who's making them? Who's making them? Is it
Sugar Beach,
homemade? Is it
Sugar Beach
okay?
Bake Shop,
Oh, so this is the one that's next to.
right across the street
Okay, gotcha.
from Ululani Shaved Ice,
Is this next
ABC,
to Nani Kaihale? Is that one or no?
near,
One more down. One more down, huh?
yeah,
It goes Nani Kaihale,
it's on the other
then it
side of
goes.
Matlaya Surf.
That's the one. Okay, so that's why this one.
Yeah, nice
Boutique
complex,
complex. Yeah.
boutique complex, right on the ocean, concrete construction. I mean, cruise ship kind of vibes from the Lanai. I don't know if I see 1.1 million. I mean,
They're playing a realtor game because if we're gonna be comps wise, right? It sits right next to Ma'alaya. What was it?
surf,
Surf. But Ma'alaya Surf is a completely different outlier. They bring million plus for one bedrooms,
all the
but it's very
monies.
low density and
Yeah,
it's a stand by itself. So playing the comp game doesn't always necessarily work in Maui because certain complexes value different. They just do.
but here you
Cool.
go. You get a
Look at that
big,
big rooftop next door, huh?
big lanai. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. How big is that? 450 feet of lanai. So you got a small 81 and you got the 450 next to it. Why did they do the flooring like that?
But there, beautiful complex pool. 1-1. I'm a little. We'll see about that. 2,000 a month in your fees. Let's watch this one. This will be interesting. I
Yep,
guess there we go. They're pricing based off this extra lanai space,
totally. And then they're also pricing on maybe, and you do
which
have this here on
may or may
Maui
not be
where
usable. Like, how do you use 450 square feet on a
is it
lanai?
mine? Do I have to maintain it?
Yeah,
These are the kinds of things that we dive in and find out for you, gang, when you say, yeah,
there
oh,
you
that's my
go.
neighbor. I'll go walk across the street and ask Scott. Dude, 1,115,000. What do you think? Maui Kamaole coming down to earth, Danny.
Up front, Johnny. Look at
Bruh,
this.
that's a trophy unit at Maui Kamaole. So
2-2.
you'd gamble on this one. It's on Exhibit 2. It makes sense that it's on Exhibit 2. Exhibit 2 does not exist quite yet. So this is opportunity, if you wanted to take a calculated risk. Because I'm seeing Maui Kamaole list, one bedroom, two baths, same price, not this location, not this view.
Classics. I mean, how interesting is this little kind of maintenance fee discussion? Here we go. 2-2. Massive complex, over 23 acres, Johnny. They got to have some real cost to maintain all the gardens, multiple pools, tennis courts. They're 1,200 a month. More units. The other one pool, oceanfront, 2,000 a month. So you start to see that complexes are run a little bit differently, maybe
This is the
insurance
facts, dude.
costs. It's that is part of this interview process as you're looking at properties is figuring out which ones are actually financially stable.
And
Just
this is
because it
why,
looks good, it might not be good.
dude, this is why Maui, condo mainland lenders that say they can get condos done on Maui it's just never the right play. I
Hmm.
mean, the guy that we use, the hammer on Maui, he won't even touch the deal until he vets it with condo docs. That's how you operate on Maui.
Yes.
So that's how we do that if you needed financing.
There you go. But I'm liking this one.
Oh,
The
that's
G building.
great value. That
Vibes
is great,
inside,
great
very
value. Why is it
particular
so hard to
style.
line up like somebody that has great style with a great view?
Yeah. Some people might like this, Johnny. Come
I know
on.
it's old Hawaii. That's what
It's
they're going for.
very
But
old
man,
Hawaii. Yep.
it's like you could boil that carpet for soup. I 100% guarantee you.
You gotta watch out. You're doing all these cooking videos on
Whoa,
Facebook and
Sprecklesville.
Instagram. Yeah.
Sprecklesville. Hit the map, Danny. Let's show them if it's on the ocean or not for 10 milli.
Sprex for oceanfront.
It is oceanfront. That's why. Look at the little beach right there.
Kind of tucked in.
Sprecklesville.
Very quiet
It is.
community. Look at this. Four, 3.5.
So built originally in 45 and
Yeah,
then made
bro. Look
even
at
better in
this. Look at
2023.
this.
That's
Look
cruise
at
ship living.
that.
That's why she went in 152
Took
days.
5 months. I mean, it didn't fly off the shelf, so
But luxury still moves, man.
still
Who's got this
moves.
listing? Is it Martin?
I
Never
think
mind.
so.
Oh, here we go. Luxury's still moving as long as it's priced 2,650,000
Came out at
less.
8 million 430 days ago, Johnny. They closed
Yeah.
at 5.25, all cash.
And these luxury agents get the listings over and over again. And I'm like, I mean, did you do a good job?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know. I mean, did I decide on 8 million for listing or did the client? Because if the client did, hats off. I
Yeah.
stand back. I followed your orders. But anyway, these are the
2.7
things I
million
think about.
difference. These are the things we think about. How do you feel,
Indeed.
guys? Listening. If we tell you it's worth 8 million and we close for 5.2, how do you feel?
Did I do a good job?
Yeah. Who do you put the blame on?
Yeah, market was funky when I was listed.
And the Peely
Nappy
Point.
Point.
Look at this.
There we go.
Over. Over, Johnny.
I did a great job.
Over. But
Make it make sense.
this one was listed for a while, then it was taken off, and then it was put back on, right?
And then they crushed it.
Yeah. Okay,
That's what my good buddy said on
2024,
Maui.
1.8, and
Yep.
then they went up and down in price. They went down to
Yep.
1.7, down to 1.6. Now they went up to 1.75, dusted it off. But man, that thing was out there for a while.
Indeed, it was. Now, we don't know what they tweaked and what they made better over time as well. Because if they were smart, they were taking some of the feedback and they may have been doing some
Very
stuff.
vibey.
That one's cute.
The Peely
That's
Point,
really
gorgeous.
cute. Yep. That's right down in front of me,
There you
circle in
have it.
front of there.
Johnny Pineapple Seed bringing you all the business, talking about
Boom.
different jobs, talking about life on Maui, talking about properties. So hang out with us if you care. Subscribe if you like down below. We got some changes on the horizon. We're going to make this thing a little bit cooler, maybe a little bit more beautiful.
You.
But as always, we
Ahoy
hope.
ho.